In this video, we find all continuous function from the set of real number to the set of real number such that f of 0 equal to 1 and f of 2x minus f of x equal to x for every real number x. You may think that, well, I should get many such functions. We just need to solve the equation f of 2x minus f of x equal to x, and we need f to be continuous, and also we need f of 0 equal to 1. However, that is not true. We are getting very few functions, as we will see in this video. Okay, we write the relation f of 2x minus f of x equal to x. Now you see that we are doubling x, and somehow maybe we can do 4 times, 8 times. So that may remind us about geometric progression, and we will be using result about geometric progression. See that doubling 4 times, 8 times, that will make the number bigger and bigger. Instead of doing that, we'll try to make the number smaller and smaller. So we'll choose x equal to r by 2, r by 4, r by 8, and so on, where r is a real number. Let r be a real number. It is arbitrary but fixed. And we choose, as we said, we want to do it half, 1/4, and so on. So we choose x equal to r by 2 to obtain 2 times x, that is just r. So f of r minus f of r by 2 is exactly equal to r by 2. Okay, we got a smaller number, r and r by 2. Let's choose x equal to r by 4 then. Choose x equal to r by 4 to get 2 times r by 4 is r by 2 minus f of r by 4 equal to r by 4. Okay, r by 4 is definitely smaller than r by 2, and r by 2 is smaller than r. Next, we choose x equal to r by 8 to obtain double of r by 8 is r by 4, f of r by 4 minus f of r by 8 equal to r by 8. In this way, we can continue this process, and we choose x equal to r by 2 to the power n to obtain double of r by 2 to the power n is r by 2 to the power n minus 1, comma n greater than or equal to 1, and then f of r by 2 to the power n equal to r by 2 to the power n. How many equations we got? 1, 2, 3, and n number of equations. Let's label those equations is equation 1, equation 2, equation 3, and so on. We get n number of equations. As we said, we want to use the idea of geometric series or geometric sequence. Observe that if I add, then I can cancel those out. R by 2 and r by 2 can be cancelled. F of r by 2, f of r by 2 can be cancelled. F of r by 4 and f of r by 4 can be cancelled. Remember, we used to use the similar idea in geometric series. So adding equation 1, 2, 3 up to n, we obtain f of r by 2 gets cancelled, f of r by 4 gets cancelled, f of r by 8 will also get cancelled, and so f of r by 2 to the power n minus 1 will also get cancelled. We obtain f of r minus f of r by 2 to the power n. Oh, right inside we got a lot of things to add. R by 2 plus r by 4 plus r by 8 plus so on up to r by 2 to the power n. That's a geometric series. Let's find the sum. Sum is given by, we can take r common and add it, 1 by 2 to the power, we can take r by 2 common, 1 minus 1 by 2 to the power n divided by minus half. So we obtain f of r minus f of r by 2 to the power n equal to r by 2, 1 minus 1 by 2 to the power n divided by 1 minus half. 1 minus half is just half. We can cancel half out. So half and half will get cancelled. And we obtain f of r minus f of r by 2 to the power n equal to r 1 minus 1 by 2 to the power n. Now so far we did not use the fact that f is a continuous function, and also we did not use the fact that f of 0 equal to 1. As n approaches infinity, r by 2 to the power n gets smaller and smaller, and at the limiting case we get 0. So we get something like f of 0. As n approaches infinity, as n approaches infinity, r by 2 to the power n approaches 0. And we know that if x tends to a, then fx tends to f of a for a continuous function f, for a continuous function f. So we will be using the fact that f is continuous function now. Continuous function f. By taking n towards infinity, r by 2 to the power n tends to 0. So when x approaches a, fx approaches fa, and we say that f of r minus f of 0 equal to r. What about this expression? Is n approaches infinity, 1 by 2 to the power n approaches 0. So we say that f of r, we are given f of 0 equal to 1. So f of r minus 1 equal to r, or f of r equal to r plus 1. But r is arbitrary, so we can write f of x is simply equal to x plus 1. So there is only one function satisfying the given criteria. Now what is great about this number 2? Can we say that similar proof will work if I replace 2 by 3, or if I replace 2 by any other real number?